What was I saying? And then in 2007, that's when Pa, it was the head of the family in 2007. He decided to change from GD, as in Grateful Dead, over to contracting for the United States Navy and General Dynamics and Electric Boat. The last, well, he checked out of the Grateful Dead for mainly, specifically, he mentioned just patriotic reasons and our nation's defense was it. And I had a tough time making the transition. Um, like I said, when I turned 18 in a couple months, after 3 months after my birthday, I was 18 in 3 months, I think. They said criminal misbehavior is youth, and you start the meds program. But that's more of the life story summed up short, rather than race and royalty or a dozen dames or those the 8 or 10 celebrities now. I'd call it 10. Number 10 would be Mackenzie Davis. Number 9 would be Monet Weir. I don't know those two personally, as far as I can recall, in person, as far as, a celebrity that would have been as close to me as to be in the Little Black Book, so to speak, figuratively or literally. But before that, there would be, or in any order, 1 through 8, Keelan Garcia, starting in 1994. When I first found recognition of fingers and toes, there was her and her pa. And that next year I'd get the little acoustic mini six string from Jerry. Um, so that's let's see, out of 10, I think I mentioned. Okay, so 95 there was great grandmothers, babysitters for me. Well, she was Phoebe Hoffman. She was born 1908, Switzerland. Aberhoffman's first cousin, same place in Switzerland, same family in Switzerland. She was a first cousin rather than she not. I mean, blood related, yeah, but respect as far as the same family, and they were cousins. She lived in Manhattan 50 years, just about. That's where she did her work, and then the Ritz, Connecticut, for she retire ages like 70 to 100. She spent her fortune, left me her parrot and her stereo. But around 1995, I'd be hanging out with Paris Hilton and Ivanka Trump. His great grandmother's wishes for me. She wanted me to live lavishly as the public figure, with all of whatever she had in spending money leftovers. Um, as far as her business is, it's all wrapped up and either sold to the Hiltons or the Trumps, or in one way or another. There is no Swiss bank account, and there is no great fortune. She survived the Nazi Holocaust concentration camps in Switzerland during World War II and came over to New York City after that and started designing clothes in Manhattan. But 50 years later, you can imagine working in Manhattan for 50 years, from 1950 to, or from 1940 something, till 1990 something. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then she had her. So there's Keelan in '94, Paris and Ivanka in 95, 96. It was Chelsea Clinton because my granddad was a Federal Bureau investigation agent for say 50 or 60 years. Yeah, probably closer to 40 or 50 years. This hierarchy family career choices led me to shaking hands with the president's daughter during the Bill Clinton years and the Bush Jr. years. Bush Pierce was to be the next in what 2000 May 2001. And then let's see, we picked up on team in 2002. There was an old London Exchange student, and I pegged a Daisy Ridley. And then I was babysitting in 2006 a chick in Rhode Island, and bring her over to my backyard. She'd play with the sound stage and the equipment and things. See that Hazel, Project Hazel. I think that sums everything up. The next one to add would be last year, Monet Weir, and then finally this year, after seeing the Terminator 6 previews, Mackenzie Davis. Back in 2014, I said, "Oh, she's an '87, cute. Maybe I'll keep watching and not feel so filth because pretty close to my age. I'm the end of '89, the last end of '89, 6 months in the womb in the '80s. I'll call it 4:45. I got to get a smoke in. Check."